stuff? Like, because obviously, I
I
think
think
it
it's
differs
talking
depending
about
on.
in game. It's
Yeah.
the Discord of all those like veteran people that you don't like talking to.
Let me look at this
Like
again.
all the 740 plus gear score
Yeah, I didn't
idiots.
really look at it super hard. I'll look again.
No, I looked at it. It seems like extremely accurate.
Yeah, I mean, those are gonna be the kind of people who are sitting there grinding this shit like it's a job for years now, trying every different character to
They're also
find
gonna
what's
get
most
input.
efficient.
Well, they
Yeah,
didn't
they're
make
also
it.
gonna
They
get
pulled it
input
from
from
somewhere,
everybody.
but
Yeah, like, cause when I looked at that list, I kind of said to myself, you know what? Yeah, this kind of looks about right. Like
Yeah.
there are some things that are obviously like subject that could be changed. Like uh I feel like Awakened Lawn could definitely be at the bottom of B tier.
I agree with S tier. I think Awaken Nova, Suck Guardian, Suck Lawn, Suck Witch is accurate as heck.
well, it's based on popularity of class, like what people like to grind on, and trash numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Which is effective though. Like if not a lot of people are playing a class, you're not gonna have as much trash numbers as other classes who are played a lot, you know?
That's why on the thing that there's a lot of classes that say few hours
Yeah, I
on.
see that. Because I don't
The
think Suck
hot
Corsair
tier
is D tier. She's definitely low, but I don't think she's as low as D tier. She might be
That's why
like
that's why
low
it's
in
C.
subjective.
comparison to like other classes.
You
So
should
like
just refresh Ryan.
if you put a
It should
Suck
be black.
Corsair next to a Suck Guardian might pull like 4K more trash at the same grind zone, like same gear score and everything.
Yeah, no,
So
I
it's grindable.
100%. I agree with that. She's not S tier. I'm saying I think a lot of these classes depend on like I think some classes are better at specific spots, so it's hard to do like a general.
I think this is the general thing though.
Yeah.
As good of a general one as you can get.
Yeah, fair enough.
Neo,
Yeah.
Like, of course, things are gonna differ. DP is
You-
gonna
you-
differ.
yeah,
Brackets are gonna differ. But
and
you know,
the thing
at the end of the
too is,
day,
go on.
you don't really need that specific of a guide. And if you need something more hyper specific, just try it yourself and figure it out. Maybe you know something someone
Yeah,
else doesn't. But
and,
For
and
sure.
like the thing
general
For
with
sure.
practice rules, if someone like a new player like me doesn't know, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah, you go
good
based off this
grinder,"
list.
I could
It's
pick
not
S or A
definitive.
tier, one of the classes I like, and I'd be fine. Whereas
Yeah, like
now I know the two classes I play are both in B tier, so I should probably play on Succession Lawn and try Oryx and see if that helps out.
Well, I don't know. That's a slippery slope to get into. You can play like that if you'd like. I think people that meta roll like
It's a
that don't
grinding
actually
thing.
enjoy the game.
It's a grinding kind of thing. If I'm playing, like, if I'm PvPing, I'm playing the class I like, whether it's meta or not.
For
But
sure.
yeah.
here
That's how
now,
you should play. I mean,
I'm just trying to, like, right now, I'm just trying to push, like, brackets right now. I don't really care, and I'm willing to just play an old class I used to like. But realistically, like, I'm not gonna do that long term. Like, I'd rather play a B tier class I like than an S tier class that's just,
Boring.
for grinding. Unless I need to push that bracket and I want to do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's a thing of like sacrificing a bit of your time.
Yeah.
Not sacrificing your time, but like I guess sacrificing what you want for a little bit in order to get where you want. There's nothing inherently wrong with
did
it.
you refresh Ryan?
That's why I'm grinding Blood Wolves. I know I can clear it quick, efficiently. I have the pathing down, and
Yeah.
like I like doing it on Megu. I can do it on my Megu, so I don't care. But
Yep.
you know, if I'm trying to push Oryx, it's not a good idea. I can't really do what I want to do if I want to do that. So in order to force that money gain, I'd have to,
This is weird.
sacrifice a bit. And that's fine.
Oh no. Yeah, it's up. Just refresh Ryan. No, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, everything's up on my end. Not sure. Not sure.
Neo.
Yeah.
So I tag Guardian.
You grinding with it right now?
Yeah. Quite literally, I grinded 9 hours yesterday.
Whew. On
I'm
Suck?
gonna do the same shit today. No, Awaken.
What are you in Sucker? Oh, I see. Do you know everything?
Mm-hmm.
I was
I'm
hoping
pulling
to teach you.
35k trash at Highlands, bro.
I was hoping to teach you.
Dude, it was so easy, bro. One video, that's it.
You don't even need a whole video. You can watch 2 minutes and figure it out.
Nighttime hurts.
Yeah. Nighttime hurts, you said. What was I trying to look up? Oh, is there a way to look? There's gotta be. Hold on.
Bro,
Let's-
she's already 23% to 63.
Jesus. I was trying to look up numbers for. There we go. 10 shards.
Bro, I'm making 1.5 bill an hour on Guardian.
You don't enjoy it more than.
For grinding, absolutely, bro. She's my permatag now.
It's so easy, isn't it? You like your hands don't do nothing. It's so nice. Bloody monastery. Interesting.
Try swamp nagas too.
Yeah, I'm looking. I just looked at Baragi. People say they make 12 an hour. I'm trying to find all of them.
Yellow shards?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what
Yeah,
the
you make
typical
a
is.
lot. Don't like in terms of like the easiest shit to do. It's literally Baragi.
I don't know the
fucking,
rotation for Baragi though. I don't even know where to leave my
don't-
horse and stuff.
Just leave it on the road. When you get there, look, just find an open spot, leave it on the road, and just grind the entire place. Just
Yeah,
grind the entire
quite
place.
literally the entire zone is the rotation.
It's the grind zone.
Yeah. Whereas if you go to like abandoned monastery, there's probably people there that are gonna like just be taking up the spot, and for you to make that spot worth it, like I'm not even joking, you have to literally be grinding the entire grind zone at monastery, and it's when I say that you're literally going from pack to pack hitting elites. You literally farm the entire like elites of the area. You make
Actually, when I went to Bloody Monastery, like most recently, like it was probably a year ago, nobody was there. I had the whole thing to myself.
weirdly enough, fucking JJ fucking finds everybody there all the time, and I don't
Really?
understand. I don't get it.
That's
I
unfortunate.
think he said he's like an Arsha or something too, but either way, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why he's on our show. Like, go to any other server.
Go to any other
and
server.
There's nobody there. I guarantee it.
That's so stupid.
Dwarf. I don't have any dwarf mush.
Just for simplicity of grind zone, though, I would say Swamp Nagas is like.
I just haven't tried it, so I might. Or Bloody Monastery. I don't know which is chiller, you know?
For what? For the yellow shards?
Yeah, whatever's a chill spot. Like, because obviously I go to
Literally
Orcs for
Baragi.
red. That's the
Literally
chillest though?
Baragi.
Like, I mean, like, in terms of, like, easiness.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to think, just like Orcs.
Yes. Yes.
It's just a lot of movement. That's why I don't like it. It's a lot of movement.
Well, both the classes I'm playing right now have decent movement, so I don't mind the movement. Okay, let's play the game, huh? How long you got in that hour, buddy?
30 minutes.
Kind of, how long you got in that hour? Game is lagging, dude. Holy. Let's go to this little event thing, huh? Open up my boxes in a minute. Please. What do I
I
get?
got about 23 minutes left.
Oh, nice. Class and
I
Simulator
gotta go take
box.
a piss.
Ooh.
Take a piss.
You want to do imps afterwards, or you got some stuff going on?
I kind of want to keep grinding this,
Okay, okay.
but I'd be down for imps a little bit later.
Fair enough,
I
fair
want to
enough.
get like
I've got a pretty open week, bro, so I don't know what you're doing, but I can Yeah, but I'll probably just go to Jade. I need 3 more embers to complete the flame, so I'll probably go finish that up. Make some 2 bill real quick. Be done for good at Jade and move on. What's up, 4? How you doing, bro? Is that what I should call you, by the way? I don't know. Let me change this, by the way, so I don't keep doing that for you guys. Change it to not send it like that. Please, game, don't crash. Please, game, don't crash. Please, game, don't crash. Please. Please don't crash. What's happening, man? Well, whenever this loads. Please? Thank you. Oh my god, I was freaking out for a second. Okay, let's why am I having such low FPS? I'm getting 50. Why is there so many people here, bro? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyways, let's open some stuff. Plan today. Oh my god, I got 200 of these. Good god, that was insane. Is Class Insignia box? I feel like I want to open... I'm going to save it for now. Okay, chat. We're going to save the Insignia box for now because I don't know who I want on just yet. I'm gonna go back to... I'm going to roll back to Scholar soon, but I'm happy with keeping this Tet Insignia. Maybe I put on my Corsair. Might be a bad play. Okay, let's open some boxes, chat. Not that one. Let me put that back first. Hold on. I don't want to open that on accident. High key. Put that back. Alright, we're chilling.
Oh, by the way, Neo, I don't know if you saw
What's
the
up, what's up?
news, but they are giving an extra seasonal character ticket.
I saw that. I'm very excited. I'm probably going to make a Dosa. Because he looks
I'm
cool.
probably gonna power level the Dosa.
Yes, you will. I'll power level who are you. I don't know if you're going to make a season character yet or you're just going to wait. Well, whenever you do that, I'll power level you too. Dude, why am I getting such low FPS right now? What is happening? Let's open some boxes. Let's do this.
Dude, nighttime
first.
hits like a truck here. I almost died twice.
Wait, we got a
because I was
cheer
in
for a random box. Oh, it's not worth nothing. The one time I cheer from opening the adventure board box for completing each round, it's an ethereal earring. It's worth nothing, bro. She kind of carried a little bit though. Nothing. Cheer. Almost a dual latents. Okay, it's fine. Bamboo. Got nothing. I don't know why my FPS is tanking right now. Let's do C4. Whatever. Others C. Others are C5. Let's do this first. Nothing. Okay, dang. Crystal of Decimation and a Crystal of Darkness in the same box. That's insane. And nothing. Could have been worse. Maybe it's because I'm watching a stream. I don't know what's happening. My FPS is tanking right now. Let's get some of these. Dude, Tet Black Stars are down tremendous right now, bro. It's actually atrocious.
I think my duo got
it's bad.
is like listed for 6.7.
Yeah, Tet Black Stars right now are like 8.5, I think. Let me see. So I have mine listed for 9.4. I think that's the highest it can go. Nope, it's down to 9.2. Holy moly, bro. Lowest is 8 bill right now. And that's not capped either. Holy crap, man. It's not good, man. I need money. Need the money. This way. Let's go to Jade. There were stupid bosses this week too.
Yeah, I'm not doing them. I did
What?
all Calamity 5 bosses. I got rank 2 and rank 3 for 3 of them.
Yeah. And
Didn't get a single drop. It was all just like the guaranteed shit. So
well, like I said, the only drops I got from this were the 2. Oh, I can make the flame too real quick. That's pretty nice. But, okay, got 2 little flames to sell. Nothing crazy.
I make
It's
the
something. It's something. So I can make
Flame
2 more crystals of
doesn't
darkness,
work.
which is nice too. Let me open these. I forgot to open these light stones. Please something good. Gosh dang it, bro. All garbage. Can make these 2 flames. Make a little bit of money. And we get past plus 10 on that stupid sword thing yet?
Yeah, I'm at plus 13 right now. Cry is it pry? How I don't know.
Oh, that's huge actually. Heck. There's one day. Secret book. 3 days. I can't wait to roll. Cannot wait.
You roll into Scholar.
Oh, 100%. Kind of mad I rolled off of her, but at the time she was cheeks. Arguably,
You
she's
wait
still
for
not
the
that
new
great.
Class. Well, actually, you get to wait until the new class.
Yeah, I can't re-roll until next Tuesday, because the box we get, for me at least, because I missed a day, it's going to be on Tuesday. I think everyone else gets it on Monday. Like I said, I'm going to keep grinding with her, so... It's just nice, man. Everything's protected. It's so free. It is so free. Okay. Let's go sell this. Let's go grind.
Y'all know if the 1000 XP is gonna be there for when Dosa's released?
I think it's here for
Good
another
one.
2 weeks still. So. I think we have it until the week after he's released, basically. That makes sense. Same with the tag event. It's up until a week after he's released. So, have it for a minute. Dude, I almost have Deeves done. I need 2 of these traps to get sold to me, and then I can finish Thieves Encyclopedia. Just patiently waiting.
Wait, so I'm thinking about buying Pen Debo or Tet Debo belt first, because it'll give me a 3 AP increase.
Over neck.
Yeah, because I already have Pen Laytons. If I buy a Pen Neck, I'm going down in an AP.
Yeah, Nation. Yeah, belt's good.
I'm thinking belt, earring, and then finish off with the Pen Neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I can worry about getting the other one's pen.
So I heard it is possible that the whole doc situation is not fully true. There's been a couple of, I think it was Twitch employees that said they've actually looked at the messages and there actually was nothing.
Yeah, but
What's it
Doc
called?
came out and said that he was talking to a minor and it got
Right. But from the people that were like the Twitch, I think they were employees or whoever, the security or whatever position they held.
So what are they gonna unban him?
I don't know what they're gonna do. They probably won't, I guess. But they said nothing actually was explicit. Like there was actually no picture shared. There was no kind of anything like that
Not
shared.
explicit, but inappropriate.
Sure, but they also said that they didn't. He at first didn't know they were a minor. It came out like later that like they were a minor kind of thing. Which again, who knows what all of this is true or not true? But I thought that was interesting. At least that came out like that. I was like, So
I think at the end of the day, regardless of the
knows?
situation, whether he knew or didn't know, it's still a bad thing.
Like you're married, regardless.
for sure.
Yeah.
But he maybe it was more of like a friendship type of thing, which is kind of weird, definitely. But if he 100% didn't know they were a minor, and it was just more of like joking around, then I don't know. Like they have to kind of like show the messages. They can't really.
I think in any
hide it.
situation, it's still bad. Like, 'cause even if she wasn't, like, yeah, the dude's fucking married. He shouldn't be really like talking to people like that. However, it was, if it was explicit or even it was just jokingly. The fact that it was that he was talking to a minor, he shouldn't be talking to a minor as an adult, like especially at his
Well,
age or
okay,
any
you're not
age.
hearing me though. If he actually didn't know that it was a minor, and they
That
were
doesn't
just
matter.
friends,
I mean,
it's got to be proven. Basically, I don't know if it's proven either way.
Basically-
Yet.
Look, even if the fact of the matter is that's still not something that they should be doing.
Okay,
Even if
everybody can have
if they
friends
don't
though. Hold on, you're seeing this so weird. Imagine though for a minute, all they are is friends. They never talked weirdly like that, but they made inappropriate jokes because they were friends. You do that all the time with your friends.
Yeah.
It's no different having a different friend. It is different if he knew it was a minor and it was like suggestive. That is 100% different story. And again, they have to share the messages to
Sorry,
like prove it.
I think I'm wording it wrong. Like even if he didn't know, in like everybody else's eyes, it doesn't matter.
I think
You
it
know?
definitely matters.
I don't know.
his,
I
like,
It has to be
Tim
proved.
Batman and Nick Merckx both made their responses based on what
'Cause they had
Dr.
to.
Disrespect tweeted, what Dr. Disrespect said. So it doesn't really matter what the messages like are hinting towards, but Doc cheated once, and if you go to like this is a say,
You know,
like, saying
you know,
that
I
we
forgot,
go by
I
in my
forgot about
house.
that.
This is saying that we go by in my house. If you go to jail once, you're going again. Like people don't change. So if Doc cheats once, he's going to cheat again.
I'm just saying. I think nobody does the innocent until proven guilty. Everybody just immediately assumes it's the worst thing that he could ever do. Definitely happened. Like that's what everybody thinks. And I feel like
Yeah.
until it's like
It had to be balanced
proven
out
or
with
disproven, I
damage.
feel like you can't make a.
I mean, I get what you're
an
saying.
opinion on it,
I
you know?
definitely understand, but it's like Tyne was saying too. Like Doc himself literally said it, and it's like
Correct, because
At that
probably
point, he-
legally after the fact, he needed to talk about it to like make sure his not that his name was cleared, but like that he could say his piece about it. But again, I think until there's not proof, but something more to come out that says one way or the other, I think it's hard to know exactly what happened. Because now you have one half saying he was sexting a minor, and then the other half is saying, or not the other half, but these other one or two people are saying, actually, I read the messages, it wasn't that bad. So, I feel like they have to release the messages or something, which they probably won't because Doc probably has all of that hidden, or what's it called, like legally, like,
But you know,
what's it
but
called?
you know what? At the end of the day, realistically, like as much as a social, not icon, but like how do I put it? I don't know the right word for it. I'll just phrase it like this: at the end of the day, it really isn't any of our business. Like, I know it's all out there, but who, like, realistically, who gives a shit? You know?
No, I can agree with you. I thought it was interesting that I saw that
Oh yeah.
tweeted out, and I was
I
like,
get
well, that's kind of weird because like, why didn't somebody say something before? Like, why is it just coming out now?
People wait. I don't know why. I understand your like you're thinking on that. Like, yeah, why now? Why not say it then?
And I'm not trying to like let him get away with something. I try to assume the best in people, so I'm hoping the best because, you know, he's somebody that I watched for a long time, and I don't want it to be true, but obviously if it is true,
Yeah,
that sucks. But
I understand.
it's like, at least let the
It's like-
guy, at least, you know, let it be proven. Because if it's proven that he did that, then yeah, GG's, brother. Like, you're going to jail, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, it's
if it
fucked-
really
it's
got
fucked
twisted out of
situation.
control, then I feel like a lot of people are overreacting to something that they don't know anything about.
Either way, that's what I was going to say earlier is like, even if, like, say they were just making inappropriate jokes or whatever, and he didn't know, like, you know, what you're saying or whatever, in the court of law, it still doesn't matter. It still happened. Just the same way that works. Like, oh, just because, like, I know this is a like wildly different thing, but it's like, if someone runs out in front of me, they weren't paying attention while I was driving my car, and I hit and kill them, I'm still responsible for, you know, murder.
Yes. I don't know if it's different in that way, but manslaughter and the whatever levels of murder are definitely different. So
I know, but it's along the same way. Just because it wasn't my fault, and I didn't purposely, you know, do it.
dude, I'm getting
It's-
carried.
it's
here.
not- crime-
Like, okay, if he's following the speed limit and the person was crossing somewhere that isn't a designated like pedestrian crosswalk, he'll still get charged with vehicular
Manslaughter for sure.
But he won't get charged for murder or like.
There's something. Yeah, kind knows what I'm trying to say.
No, I get you. I understand you. I'm just saying. The end of my point was, I would like things to be fully proven before I assume one way or the other about somebody, regardless of who it is. Obviously, this is about Doc, but just in general, I want to see it written out that this is exactly what he did or this is what he didn't do.
You want to see everything after the fact.
Yeah.
So regardless of whatever happens with Doc, we know for a fact that he's not going to have to register as a sex offender, but his social network is punished.
Oh yeah, his whole social status,
Like
everything.
that
Maybe.
is his punishment for what he chose to do. He didn't have to message this person. If I were to
sure.
message him as somebody, like, he didn't have to message that person back. He could have just been like, oh, it's a fan, great. But he did.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it was right for him to do that. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, that's kind of saying as well.
Yeah, there's repercussions to the action, so he's not getting like the worst case of it, because obviously he's not a registered sex offender. But
Yeah.
as far as his like career goes, as being a live streamer,
Oh, it's kind of like it's almost basically done. Because now everybody's always gonna, like, regardless of even if he was in the wrong or right, he's always gonna be viewed as like, oh, that dude's a fucking pedophile now.
Well, yeah, that's just the internet. Because it's the same thing when he cheated on his wife. Like, him and his wife got therapy, they worked everything out, but no one's gonna see him differently. Everyone's still gonna joke about, oh yeah, Doc cheated on his wife. Like, it's just how the internet is, unfortunately.
like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they're like
Yeah,
sure they might
true.
not have been charged with anything, but like their public image has changed. Like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, absolutely.
like, Hollywood.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And Amber Heard, like, it's okay.
Anyways, like I said, I just thought it was interesting that somebody said something differently. Because I thought it was like a done deal. Once that came out, it's like, oh, GG's, he's
Yeah.
gone. And now it's like,
Yeah, it's
well,
weird
maybe
that-
not.
it is
Like,
weird that more stuff's coming out, but oh well.
internet's weird too.
Right.
Yeah.
Skittles was on fucking Zoomies mode earlier.
Zoomies.
Yeah, she was tearing up the room, dude. She was like literally running and fucking knocking over everything. She was being a psycho. I don't know why she was in sports jet mode, dude.
Smart jet.
You know when cats do that thing where they pull their ears back when they're like trying to play and shit, their ears go back?
Mhm.
That's sports and jet mode. Got their ears fucking slid back. Gives them less air resistance. Right, Skittles. Don't smack me, please. My hand is already torn up.
I'm curious now, Ferris, because of something you said. Do you believe people can change?
There are special
As like a general thing, like
people don't change unless they want. Unless they
That,
I agree with that.
I believe they can, and it's the same regards as Titan says, like, only if they want to.
Because if somebody else tells you like, hey, you're a fat piece of shit, go to the gym. You might go to the gym. Like if your wife tells you you're a fat piece of shit and you need to go to the gym, you'll go to the gym.
Mhm.
But it'll take forever to lose the weight. Versus like if you wake up one morning and you look in the mirror and you say, I'm a fat piece of shit, I'm gonna start going to the gym, it's gonna be a completely different story.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is my brother used to be like as far away from religion as possible. And now he's preaching, he has his own like youth men's group that he teaches.
That's pretty cool.
Is
And
that
he's
Remy?
involved in the church. Yeah, Remy.
Rami.
Doesn't play video games, completely different person. But it's because he's blind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me, I
something-
still
something
procrastinate,
really has
I'm a
to-
piece of shit.
Something really has to click inside you to like change.
I think it's unfortunate, like as a society, not even society, just as the world, which I guess is society still. But like, I've always had a hard time, like criminals that get out of jail, that actually are trying to change and get a job and stuff. Nobody will hire them because of their record, and it's like. It's unfortunate that the people who do want to change, that acknowledge like, hey, what I did was wrong. I paid my time, whatever time that was, and now I'm trying to like make a life for myself and get back to normal. And it's like, we as people like don't care. We're just like, oh, you're still a bad person. You'll never be a good person.
I don't think it's that people don't care. I just think that there's been too many cases where the majority is like in that specific instance, people when they get out don't change. You know?
I think it also depends on the crime. Like someone who
For
murdered
sure.
someone or
Yeah.
raped someone or was a pedophile, I don't think you can reform that really. But,
I think it's hard to know if they actually are reformed or not. I think that's the struggle.
that-
How do you actually
yeah,
prove
yeah.
it? You know, it's
Yeah,
not like a
there's
test they
whole
can
lot-
take to know.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do, and even then like that, it's like I'll give an instance. There's my dad's friend. He murdered before, and everybody thought that he's a reformed man. He got out because of good behavior. And he was still kind of on the bad end of things when he got out, but the eventuality ended up leading to him shooting and almost killing like a fucking 8-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And it's like there's too many cases that it becomes a majority of these people get out, you think they're good, and then they prove you otherwise. I think it's just people now are they're not as prone to, I guess, like accepting like bad people becoming good, because a lot of the times it ends up being they fall back into their old ways, because like Klein says, you're only going to change if you want to change.
For sure.
And most of the time, it's easier to do the bad thing, and it's a lot harder to do the right thing.
we need to.
Do you guys know who?
Okay, and what's up, Ken?
You guys know who Larry Martin is?
I'm not sure. It doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, he was the #1 jail thief, jewelry thief in all of America, and he got caught after he made like tens of millions of dollars stealing jewelry.
Okay.
He served like 15 to 20 years, got out, and like changed. Like he talks about the whole process. He runs seminars. He came and talked to my community college when I was in and he
Mhm.
talked about like prison and how it was terrible and why he changed
Right.
and what he expected and how he realizes his shit was a mistake. And people see that. He lives in Tampa, by the way. He lives in Florida.
Nice.
So, like people like that make their change public and known tend to like be better off because Larry Lawton makes decent money after being in prison, but he's kind of self-employed.
Yeah. I guess it's the majority though. Is like
Yeah.
I think and again, I'm not trying to go into like huge issues or anything.
No.
I think just America as a whole, we don't do a great job at like reforming anything. Like we have tons of prisons and send tons of people to jail, but we don't actually do anything to help them.
I think, well, there's that too, and I also think that when you're already in that lifestyle of like,
Yeah.
you know, you're just generally not a bad person. A lot of people too, when they get into that type of stuff, like let's just say for instance, like my dad's friend, right? This might not have been his way of thinking, but this is how I'll perceive it for just the sake of the conversation. A lot of the people probably think that, oh well, I've already lived this lifestyle. This is all that I know. No one's gonna want to fucking, you know, not necessarily accept, but want to help me change. So therefore, they might feel like, well, this is all I know, and this is all I'm gonna do because this is all I'm gonna be viewed as.
Yeah.
Rather than
No, that
wanting to
definitely
change.
happens.
Yeah, so
Happens a lot.
it's part that too. So I mean,
But I think
there's a lot of
if
problems with that.
like jails and prisons, again, I don't know what the solution is, but if they had some way of like changing people and helping them understand, like, because again, a lot of that, I mean, gangs and stuff, it's like they're kind of forced into it. You know, there's tons of movies and TV shows that are like they can't actually get out of it because then they're gonna, you know, their family's in danger because of it and stuff.
Yeah, because again, the second example was like my dad's friend, but he went to jail multiple times and is a murderer. My dad constantly tried to help his friend's son not live that same lifestyle
Right.
because his father wasn't around. But as the eventuality happened was that he got into the same things, and it's just like, yeah, because realistically he was forced into that situation. It's very hard to get out of those type of things without having like the proper people help you. And even then, like that, even though my dad was there 24/7 for this kid, you know, even then the kid said, well, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do what my father did. It's like they're not going to change unless they want to change.
Right.
I think there's always some. I think there's always some type of way for redemption and being like reforming yourself to be a better person. But again, like it's just like at the end of the day, I could do everything in my power to change a gang member or some shit to be like, you know, a socially acceptable person in the community. But my efforts could go basically on a like they could go to basically waste.
Sure.
And it's like a lot of people do end up feeling like, well, why am I going to do this for someone that doesn't want it? And that's why a lot of people don't get a lot of help.
Yeah.
I have trolls in my guild.
What do you mean?
RJX succeeded in enhancing Deck Sovereign Florent.
Huh?
All these retards.
Yeah, the guy's a meme. I was just about to ask. Are sovereign weapons in the game?
No, not for another
It was time-gated.
several months.
They did the fucking announcement thing. That's really funny.
You almost got me.
And to do it on a shy is insane. Oh wait, we have Vel today. Thanks, I'm gonna have to pause my grind. Frick. Didn't even go to Garmoth either, dang it. Today's the day I get a Vel heart.
Oh.
I have not gotten a raw drop from any boss.
gotten a Garmod heart for I think the only other thing I've gotten.
That's a lie. I got the Karanda heart off of drop ones.
Oh, I did get a Chronos heart.
The Kudum heart that I got was from some event thingy we had. It was like you traded in something, you got something. I don't know. It was like everybody got it basically, so it wasn't impressive. Did get an iridescent lifestone like 5 minutes into my grind here, which is kind of insane. It's like the third one I've gotten. All I care about's embers.
I'm at 45 pities for my missions.
For a tours? Nice. I can start grinding there pretty soon, yeah?
What's your AP? 3 or 5?
3 or 5 succession. As soon as I get my pen awakening, I'll I mean I'm playing Scholar mainly. Scholar Corsair. As soon as I get my pen awakening, which I just need a cron, I'm really close to hitting it. As soon as I get that, I'll be 305 for both specs.
I started running here at 301.
I just think technically Scholar is an awakening class, so I'm not 301 awakening yet. Whatever the tier below that, 296 or 7 or whatever that tier is. So obviously that matters. Kind that video I posted has been doing really well.
Yeah?
Got like 1,000 views. Freaking like 40 likes, a bunch of subscribers. It's kind of insane actually. Trying to think of like other stuff to do besides that one idea I had about, which nobody's really responded about it, so I don't think anyone wants to. I'm just trying to get a bunch of like you guys to kind of give your input on different things.
You could do class tier list.
Yeah, I could. I like the informative stuff a lot. Because, I mean, the tier lists are cool. Obviously, I could do tier lists all day. I just think I don't know every class very well, so I kind of need, like, a few people's inputs that have played other classes. Because, like, I haven't touched Ninja, I haven't touched Kuno, I haven't touched Warrior, I haven't touched Striker, Mystic. Like, there's a lot of classes I haven't played, so I don't feel like I can really give a solid input just besides what I read, but that's not very accurate all the
Next
time.
video, journals from a new player's perspective.
From a guy who hasn't even finished all his journals yet. I'm getting close. I only have 2 more. Deeves is basically done. I have to do Heralds and Pavino Greco, and that's it. And then I'm actually done.
Yeah, so yeah, you start the video by saying I'm almost done with the journals, these are all I have left. This is my thoughts on the journal system.
Dude, there was some idiot that commented. He commented like 3 times, and he was like, he's like, yeah, you're like, whatever, this is wrong. But I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff that, like, there was a guy basically saying he was a seasonal character. He was level 59 seasonal character. He tried to do one of the rift bosses and died. He's not sure how to do it, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh. Well, okay, so you thought the exact same thing. So I said, well, because he said he tried to do it solo, and he died. I was like, yeah, you definitely can't do that solo. You know, you gotta either do it with a guild that you're in, or maybe some friends you got, whatever. And then the guy replied, and he was like, you don't do your rift bosses in a party.
Oh, his normal.
Correct. That's what he was. Well, I don't know. He didn't really reply to it, so I didn't know if that's what he meant. But because he said he was still a seasonal character doing it, I thought that's what he meant. Because I did it once by myself, and I was like, dang, this is really hard.
It takes forever.
It takes forever. Yeah, you can do it. It's just not easy. And the guy doesn't have full Pentu Vala, so I literally thought he was talking about the seasonal one. That's why I replied like that. And I was. So I just deleted his comments because he just kept replying like, "That's why you don't listen to new players. That's why you listen to veterans, you idiot." And just whatever. I was like, "All right, bro."
Monkey, like you should have said, Monkey. This video is not for veteran players. This is not a guide. This is.
It's not a guide at all. I said that literally at 30 seconds in the video. I said, this is not a guide. I said, go watch Blue or Choice or Bicep or Rapless
You
or
referenced,
whatever.
like- yeah, you
I said,
referenced, like, 4G.
I said, go watch their videos if you're looking for like a step-by-step guide. This is just like my opinions on stuff. That's so funny. It was hilarious actually, because I was like, yeah, dude, this. I literally said 30 seconds, and this is not a guide video. I guess I could have labeled it different because I did label it as a new player guide. I could have labeled it as like the new player experience from a new player. Maybe would have been a good title. But
You're almost a veteran player, bro. 700 year score.
no.
Type shit.
I'm just now getting to early end game. I'm like barely past mid game stuff.
So I have 12 bills sitting. I kind of want to save up for.
You have your Kabuas?
No, I'm grinding my Kabuas.
Just buy them and then sell the Kabuas you get. What do you mean? You're gonna get way better numbers.
I bought the first Kabua.
Yeah, buy the second.
No,
It's
don't
like
get
6
me-
bill.
No, the only reason why you'd buy the second Kabua is if you're struggling with Monster DR.
Gives you AP.
Yeah, it gives you +2 Monster AP. It just gives you +2. It doesn't help me.
You sure
It
about
doesn't
that?
help me. It doesn't help me reach caps anywhere that I'm grinding.
I thought I gave you sheet AP or something.
No, it doesn't give you sheet AP. It
Really?
gives you +2 Monster AP, and that's all it helps you. The reason people get Kabuas is for the Monster DR. It gives you 40 Monster DR.
Oh, I see.
You're literally unkillable. Minus like.
Okay, but you at night just said you're struggling.
No, it's my own neglect. Like, it's still nighttime and I'm not struggling.
I don't know, just be funny.
Yeah. I have one done already.
There's no set effect for the Kabuas, right? Or anything like that? There's no like.
I just
Bro,
don't like
stupid.
running it because I don't want one red and one yellow. It looks ugly.
So I was saying, just go buy it, and then when you finish your other one, just sell that one. So your next buy is a Tet belt or pen belt.
Pet belt will give me +3 AP. But what I was asking was, should I go ahead and put pre-orders up on the 2 remaining cups that I need? Do I?
You
rebuy
could.
my
Which
10
cups are
earring-
they?
The earring cups.
Good luck. I think Choice had to order up for like over 2 weeks for one earring, and it never sold in like 2 weeks max order. So you might have it up for a while, but if you want to do that, go for it. I don't think it's a bad idea if you don't need that 5 bill right now. I think it's smart to, especially if you're not planning to grind the cups out.
No,
Might as well. So I'm saying if that 5 bill is nothing for you, then yeah, I would say. I personally would say just put the pre-order up. If it sells, cool. If it doesn't, then just finish your grind and you're chilling. Because what else do you need? What other shards? What are you missing?
I need 150 yellows, which I really don't want to grind for, and then I need 25 blue.
Okay. I do not want to. I have to grind out 400 or like 399. I think technically yellow shards. I'm not excited.
Oh wait, I'm getting for today's daily login, we're getting the reward that will give us 100%. So,
Is it? Which reward is that?
it's like secret Shikatu box or something.
Oh,
like
I get that tomorrow because I missed a day. So I wasn't on my computer yesterday.
So if I get one of those cups,
If you get one of those cups, I hate you. You're carried as hell, dude.
Dude, I'd go to PA and
I hope you get the wrong cup, man.
like, oh, you can't say that.
Well, what if everybody gets a cup and then everyone sells it, and then you get your pre-order filled? You know what I mean? You should probably put that pre-order up like now, high key. Because imagine
don't
like
know, like-
200 people get it or something. You could be one of the lucky
I don't want to
ones.
say it's that belt. That's expensive. That's 65.
Yeah. 65 bill. What am I doing, bruh? What am I doing, bruh? Can't wait for the day where we can find a consistent group for dungeons. Especially since we get devos this week. Or a chance for devos, I should say.
Is Devos permanent?
Yes. So I'm saying that's why I'm trying to get a group. I thought you guys would have done it yesterday, but you didn't. Or not. I mean, nobody answered me, so maybe you didn't.
No, we didn't do dungeons. I only do dungeons if you want. 'Cause I don't really care. Dungeons. Like, I'll do them if somebody invites me, but I don't have to do them. I won't.
I was trying to. Again, you have a chance for devos now, which
Plus, I don't know if I should do them this week because the support ticket came in after the update, and I got the chest, so I don't know if that counts as one.
just check your quests. Check your recurring, and it'll tell you if you finished one or not.
I was looking at the Awakened Guardian trash loot submission
Mhm.
for Highlands.
How do you see that? Do you have the special version?
Oh no, this is like in the Guardian Discord.
Oh. And what would you find?
Some lucky piece of shit got 14 bill in 1 hour because they got 3 raw Kabua drops in the same hour.
Oh my god. That's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, to be fair though, like my first hour at Dark Seekers when it was still trash and it was brand new, I got a Kabua drop and I sold it.
Mhm.
But since then I haven't gotten any of these guys. I'm making stonks though.
Just trying to get my last 2 embers. I've only gotten 1 this hour, but I don't know what's happening. I'm like not getting embers lately.
That usually occurs, like I noticed when I was doing my potion grind, the last like 2 pieces
Took for forever.
Yeah,
It's like I need 3. I usually get like 7 an hour. The
Yeah.
hour that I did the other day, I literally got 3, and today I've gotten 1. Like, what is happening? I still got 30 minutes of my grind, but jeez, bro.
yeah, they do that on purpose. They stretch it
There's
out.
no way they do it on purpose.
They have to be doing it on purpose.
I don't even need this piece. I'm just doing it for the money because the Breska's done. I just want the 2 bill. And then I'll be done forever here. I'll never come back. That's not really true. I kind of like this spot. I don't have a need to come back though, realistically. Stay at Gyfin for a while. And Olins, hopefully. I'll start getting some consistent Olins groups.
Yeah, I want to go and take the other ones.
I don't know what DP. Well, I guess you don't really need DP, do you? If you just don't get hit. Forehead.
You definitely want to be like. Boys.
Dude,
I was
it's gonna take me
watching
forever to
GoFast
get
Steve.
401, bro. And I don't know why, bro. I don't know what DP I'm missing. Missing 2 from journals. I have C10 boots and everything else is duo. So like I don't know what I'm missing. I feel like I'm so low.
What's your DPI right
I'm
now?
392. I'm missing the
Okay,
2, so I'll be
okay.
394.
So hold on.
What am I missing?
Okay, hold on. So you're 392, you're missing 2.
Missing
So
2
you're
from journals.
394.
Yes.
So you'd be 394.
Yes.
Okay. So then, if you get duo 8 or you're at 400, you have double Vahas or Distos, right?
Double Vahas, yeah.
Okay, you replace one of those with a Devreka.
Yeah, what we're talking about, this is a couple month or 2 before all this happens. I'm not grinding any flame spot yet.
But either way, you want to know how to get to 401. That's how you get to 401.
Yeah, I thought you could do Dekia Olins way sooner though.
Fuck no, that place, nah.
UFM Steve is dying back.
Well, is that where Koi and them run? And has that just been recently they've been doing that, or is that like?
Yeah, they've always done it.
I just am super far behind, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you're not super far behind
Oh well,
because like
yeah,
like,
they've been playing longer,
I,
but
I had this conversation literally just last night. You're at the average.
I just wish I didn't take that 5-month break, bro. I'd have been geared as heck right now, bro. Are you kidding me?
Like, the majority of where players end up sitting and where like the average gear score ends up falling in between is the 600 to 700 range. And if you really want to average it even further, like, well, where's the actual majority of the people actually playing the game, well, like with the content that we're doing, it's around like the 640 to like 690 range. Only like you gotta realize, or not realize, but the thing that I'm gonna tell you is like only like the top like 5% of the guild, or not guild, but like top 5% of the game is like 700 plus, and then 1% is like 730 plus.
It doesn't feel like that, man. It feels like everybody's geared.
Yeah, it definitely does, and I'm gonna tell
Weird.
you that.
Even in our guild, I feel like everybody but me is geared. And I guess Cry now,
No,
but
no.
besides that, it's like everybody else is
It's-
way
Oh,
geared.
Jada's not fucking geared, nor is fucking Jeff or what's his
Yeah,
name?
okay.
A lot of them are not geared, but the fact of the matter is, you're only seeing the geared people, so it feels like it's only the geared people. Like, realistically, you know me, Alloy, Ian, Phases,
Koi.
we're always like, yeah,
Jert,
Koi's
Frog.
Koi's not even that geared either, and fucking Frog isn't that geared either.
Really?
Yes, they're not.
I just want to know how to get to 700 gear score. I know having my Tet Awakening will help drastically.
Bro, do you know how close you are?
I'm very close, but there's another Ember. Please, one more game, please. I don't need the raw drop. I don't care about the raw drop. Wait, why did we just get our daily?
Okay,
What?
so wait, Neo, what is your highest AP and what is your highest DP? Or what's your highest AP and DP?
We don't have any buffs. 302, 392.
You're literally right there.
I know.
Yeah, it's all it is you need a fucking Tet Devrek, a fucking necklace. That's easy to fucking grind out with the prices.
Well, easiest thing technically is Awakening Blackstar pen.
That would mean that if you really want to do that too, yeah, that's totally an
I mean, I
option,
definitely
but
do, so I can play
just
either.
know, just know your biggest upgrades as of right now is, yeah, it's going to be that Pen Blackstar and or the Devrek and that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm... Money-wise, that's what I'm saving for. Besides the Kabuas, I'll buy those first, so I have the
But,
ability to grind bigger places.
But
Easy.
like I was saying though, like yeah, or like earlier, Boy's not geared. Like I think he's like around the 720 range. I know that's like
Which, I guess just the upgrades are harder and harder. Like, they take longer, obviously. So it's like, yeah, only 720, but realistically, with how much I'm playing currently, that's going to take me another 6 months at least. Which is fair. I mean, this is a long-term game, you know.
yeah, and so the thing that's also currently happening right now is that they're shortening that gear gap between like the people that are 740 and the people that are like 690, 700.
Well, they're shortening it, but also extending the top. Like, whenever the Sovereign stuff gets released, they're like extending
Sovereign
the
weapons are only
end
gonna give
game.
An additional 10 AP. I think.
Even
That's
like
it?
that, it's gonna be time gated.
For sure. Well, I'm saying
like-
it's for the people who, like, the big streamers who've been doing this forever. It's for them to have something to do, obviously. They need to keep playing.
Oh, it's for
There's
everybody.
nothing new for them.
It's for everyone. It's not just solely.
Kama
like,
1
they
for
had it in mind.
Velplat.
I don't think they solely had it in mind for them.
No, yeah, for sure. It's for everybody. But it's, I mean, I think at this current moment, a lot of streamers are complaining there's no, like, content for them.
Well, yeah.
It's
of
all
course, because
content
a lot
for
of-
new
a lot of
people,
it-
obviously.
Oh yeah, because a lot of these people have been playing the game release, so yeah,
Mhm.
they're gonna be bored. But the thing is, it's like, and this is the problem I feel like just the whole with the MMO community in general, going into something else, is that these people like that are a part of these games, they've been playing for years, they're waiting for the next big MMO to come out, and then when something does come out, I see it happen all the time. They go to it, they do all the content within like a month, and then they complain that there's not enough content in the game, and then the game fucking like inevitably, not necessarily fails, but it's like there's not as many people playing because a lot of those people just kind of like are looking for something different to go to.
Like they
And then-
speed run it, and they speed run
Yeah.
a video, and then they expect content to be like spoon fed to them.
Yeah.
Just like Tarkov, bro. You know how many streamers like get Kappa in like 2 weeks and they're like, man, this game's so boring. There's nothing to do. It's like, bro, you're not supposed to complete it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, like that's why like this content, like you said, yeah, it's meant for newer players, it's meant to bring people in, it's a way to start content with it. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with like those top 1% or 0.5 or whatever percent it is of players that are just doing it. Like that's cool because then it gives everybody else an idea how to do it. They're essentially the people that are, how do you put it? They're the ones that are paving the way.
And to be quite frank, there's like 2 or 3 people that are like actually hard capped, and then the rest are like
They're near.
just barely behind. Like they're working on their last pandemic. My friend, he's 760 year score now, and to squeeze out that
760,
additional
sheesh.
10 is insane. Like they have full tet whaling, like armors, triple pen black star. They have 4 out of the 5 pen devos already, and they're still like struggling to get that last 10 gear score. So I mean, there is a group of players that are like absolutely ridiculous, and there's like, but it's there's still people like playing the game. And my friend, the 670 gear or 760 gear score guy, he said that this has been the most enjoyable like year and a half that he's ever had playing this game, just because he has to grind for devos.
True. And again, so everything we're talking about right now, it's 100% the reason why I want people to like join the conversation about what I was saying before. To give input like this about how to better the game. Because you have people like me who've played for a year, and you have people who've been playing for 8 years, you know? And I think every opinion is valid.
I definitely.
So
There's no wrong opinions, but I will say there can be stupid ones.
for sure.
There are definitely people who they can throw their opinion in there, but sometimes it is a little bit stupid. I've heard some fucking weird ass shit before. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's definitely a hot take, but that's an opinion.
It is an opinion.
Like I'm 703 gear score. Like you're 10 gear score behind me. Or something like that. I don't know. What's your gear score?
I think I'm 689 or something like that. 691, something like that.
Yeah, so you're like 10 or 15 gear score behind me. But like,
Bro,
and
getting on top of a boat for Vel is so, our little shipwreck thing is so annoying.
and it's like kind of like what are you at again? Kind.
703.
Yeah, you're 20 under me. I'm 724. Like the way for me to push past and get even more gear right now is to literally buy a fucking what's it called? A dead Rekka, and then I go up to 727. I have to hit some silence, which that would put me up at 733 if I hit both my silence that I need left. And then the 10 Devo next, and then I'm at 739. And then little Kafra upgrades on my Kudum, and I'm 740.
See, the thing is though, bro, like the gear disparity between you and me is actually ridiculous. Like I think I'm like 300
It's
mil off.
Difficult.
from being
It's really difficult. Because at that point, it's just an RNG game of whether or not you're gonna hit your silence or how much time can you.
Sounds is Tet, or is it Try?
Sorry.
Right.
Whaling is tet.
Whalings are the actual real hard ones to get. Silence, they're like a medium difficulty. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, most things I see say you should aim to get at least 2 of your 4 armors to Tet, or to Try, excuse me.
Yeah, which is what I have.
Just thinking. So like, okay, let me math
They
this
call
out.
it
So
whittling for a reason because people actually have to wail to get them.
we finish that AP. Let's just say we finish all this. We finish that DP. We finish that DP. We get our Black Star. So as soon as I get my Awakening to Pen, it literally puts me at 699 gear score. And puts me 303, 305, 395.
Wait. Say you're awakening
Here,
in
here.
your DP
I'll just share my screen.
because are you adding it up or are you just looking at the number?
I'm looking at Garmoth.
So you're just looking at number on Garmoth?
Yeah.
Then that's not the way you're supposed to do it. I don't know why it puts it like that. No, you are 700 gear score. It's your highest AP of DP. You add those two up.
That's the biggest for me though, because the second I hit Pen Awakening, that puts me 305 Awakening.
Why don't you? I'm gonna ask you something. Obviously, you know, you can tell me like why you are or not.
Mhm.
Why don't you just buy it?
How much is it right now? I don't even know.
They're dropping. They're like 70 bill. Like
I mean, I could. I don't have a problem with that.
oh okay. I just didn't know if you were like putting it off because of something else or.
No, I'm what 16-ish attempts in, and I know cronning it takes a while. Let me see. Awakening.
Yeah.
And go. Yeah.
It's about 8 bill per tap. If you cron it, it's about 8 bill per tap.
I mean, it's 84 bill for a pen right now.
So, I mean, for your specific one, yeah.
Correct.
But if you look at others, you can just buy and coupon it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what a lot of people do. They buy certain gear like that, and they just use the coupons they have because people don't re-roll their weapons a whole lot. And then
yeah.
Like realistically, if you don't think you're gonna hit it within 10 taps, I
Like the
would-
next 10 or the current 10?
the current 10.
I think I mean, like I said, let me look.
It's just a thing.
Technically I'm at 11 based on the pity one, but I think I tapped it twice or maybe 3 times before. So I'm around 15 taps.
So the thing is, why? And I get it. I get you want to have the. Because I've been in this mentality, or not mentality, but like I've done it before. Like I've wanted to tap my gear, but now seeing like, oh, I can make like 1 to 2 bill every fucking hour. Why not just guarantee the thing rather than on a chance?
'cause
Yeah.
you could quite literally spend 2 to 3x more than what it's actually worth on the market trying to enhance it. So.
Yeah, like you could literally get actually like fucked up.
I do it because I'm impatient and I'm a gamba addict.
Yep, same. But let me tell you something right now, Neo. And this might, I don't know, this is really bad. You know how many times I failed on my pen tongue rat neck?
I don't
failed
want to
45 I failed 45 fucking times before it went. 45. Every single one of those tests I either bought and or made. And you want to know how much money I would have had if I just sold everything that I had? I would have had 350 fucking billion silver. I could have bought a Pendebo neck. But I'm
Why were you
fucking
tapping tongue
retarded.
red?
Because back then, Debo neck was hard to get.
Oh, okay.
Like Deboreka was just not as easily accessible as it is now. Money wasn't
You
as
know-
easy to get as it is now.
Thinking about it, that is actually probably the smarter idea to just buy this because because the Agris transitions between all 3 Black Stars. So my sub weapon, and again, it's gonna depend on price and all that jazz, but like, if I just technically, I'm at the whatever 14 or 15 pities for my sub, if I'm just kind of when I get cron over time kind of thing tapping this,
You
know,
try and tap that.
maybe not. I'm just saying, like,
I
instead
don't-
of using it on this, straight
I
up
don't
buy
think it's
this and
necessarily-
pity
I
that.
don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. I think that's totally fine. Just know when you do think about these type of things, you need to weigh in other options as well. That's why I think I talked about it with you before. At that point, realistically, it'd be better for you just to get a Pen Kudum and just Kafir it to 14, and it's pretty much the exact same stats as a Pen Blacks. Like you lose out like on 5 monster AP, but big fucking whoop. Kafirs are at the fucking lowest they've been at in a fucking long time, dude.
1.3. They used to be what, like 3 mil a piece.
You're telling me they're 1.3?
Right now, I think like 1.297 or something like that.
No, oh no, they're 1.9, but they used to be capped at 3 mil.
You guys want
Like-
Velplat?
I'm good. I don't go to Vel.
On K1 if you want. Kind.
Like I could go and have a chance of getting, but I don't that much.
I mean, it's just if you had an alt out here and you had 2 minutes
Oh
to
yeah,
spare.
that doesn't. I mean, I do have an alt, but I just I don't care to go anymore.
That's fine. I'll just let you know if you wanted it or not.
Yeah,
All good.
Thank you. Thank you. good sir.
yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things for
Honestly-
me in terms of progression are sort of dependent on prices at the time. You know, like
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm like.
it's like I'm
letting
kind of
go
just
right now,
saving
too.
up and sort of
yeah.
making a plan, and then obviously if something like
So you know what you
sovereign
could, you know what
weapons.
you could do. You know what you could. No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know what you could do. You could do a combination of the both, like I was saying with the sub weapon. You could still keep on tapping on your Black Star, right?
hmm
Because who knows if they? I know they haven't planned for it yet for the offhand for Sovereign, but if they do the Sovereign, it's probably going to be the same method where it's like, oh, you need a C20 boss weapon and the Pen Black Star. So
hmm
you know the eventuality is that happens and it's the same thing. You already have the Pen Black Star and you have a C20 fucking Kudum because again, prices are really cheap. Everything's really accessible. Silver's really easy to make. You might as well just go with the Kudum. Let me go do like some math for you. So I would like to do that and make sure. So Pen Boss offhand base to 40.
You guys said Kudum for everything PVE.
Yeah.
Is Nuver that's PvP?
Yeah, Mover is PvP, but it's really for only uncapped stuff.
Right.
So it'd be
Yeah, I'm
like
not really
roughly-
worried. I do have my Nuver Tet right now, but I'm not planning on really messing with it anymore for a little bit.
issue bill and then
Not
how
until we
much
do
is
something
the
actually
one point
uncapped.
Kudums are going-
I just want to make sure I'm hitting the 305 bracket, which for me, obviously, the Pen Awakening Black Star is going to be the not quickest, but like the best solution. And then obviously I'll need to get a Tet, either a Pen Ogre or a Tet Debo Neck to hit Succession 305. But
I mean, 10 Black Star offhands are 120 mil. If you buy a Kudum and Kafir level to 14, that like total price and all is 40, about 40 bill.
okay,
You basically get the same stats, or if you really want to, I think this probably might be your. No, Tet's okay. Never mind. Yeah, Tet offhands for Gaudier are 50 bill, so it'd still be cheaper to just. Actually, wouldn't even matter because a Tet Gaudier gives you less AP. So, what realistically, you don't gain the you don't have 2 DP. You're missing 2 DP from Pen Black Star. But again, you can just Kafir your Kudum up slowly. You get the same amount of AP, which is like realistically what you would be looking for.
yeah.
You get it for like literally you get it for a third of the price.
Dude, how long is it nighttime? I thought it was only nighttime for 30 minutes.
I think it's daytime.
Yeah, that's the fuck.
No, I'm just curious because like
I-
it feels like it's been nighttime for 45 minutes.
No, I think 45 minutes is nighttime. Like
Yeah, it should be over by now, or just it's probably a second off or something.
It's 10:17 a.m. in game.
Yeah, so it's not nighttime.
It's still dark out.
That's probably just the spot. Jade does that. Jade is like pitch black, no matter what time of day it is. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. Like sometimes it's dark the entire time. Other times it's like light the entire time, even if it's night. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. easiest, I mean, obviously it depends on price, but like getting my Duo Ator shoes obviously puts my DP up huge, but I know I have to be at least 400 to start grinding in that area, but I thought it was 410 for most of that spot.
I'm 393 and I'm grinding just fine.
Okay.
For what, Dark Seekers or Highlands?
Yeah, whatever drops the flame
You can go
pieces.
there, yeah, you can go there at like 390. You're fine.
Does it depend on class though? Like, will I have to go on Scholar to stay tanky? Couldn't do it on my Corsair.
You'd
I
have
would
to see.
recommend it. I would
Oh, yeah.
recommend it, but try.
I mean, I don't need to go there right now. Like I said, it's
The way I see it
That's
is
super
if you
important.
can go there, and if there is any chance of you going there, just go and do it and get it and like try and get it over with while the drop rate's going.
maybe.
Actually, I've seen loot submissions for 299 AP here, so. and they're pretty
299
good.
AP.
Yeah.
That can't be efficient.
No, they're like I don't know if it's true. I don't know if they put the right numbers in, but they were pulling good
You realize,
trash.
so look, you realize that brackets don't really fucking matter all that much, like as much as you think they do. Like it's your total AP. Like I could only have like 297 AP, but because I'm buffed up and everything, pen black stars and all, like I have damn near like 1050 AP or something like that, which is realistically really fucking good for grinding those spots. You don't need to reach the cap of 1100 total AP. Like all that matters.
Not
is
very
you
many
get
people
over-
do.
Yeah, what really matters is that you get over 1,000, and that's when it becomes, good, decent to good. Like, if you go to, like, if I go to Garmoth right now on my character, and if I take off, like, even like my Dev Reckoner, let's say I am down to just a Tet Ogre and a Tet Tongue Rat Belt. And let's say I don't even have Tet Vahas with this because of my crystal setup and all. Like,
This weather here is insane. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
can
so,
hear the
like-
thunder in my mic. It's
Yeah, I
so freaking
can.
loud.
Not even past the level 2. I'm at 300 AP right now. With Tri Vaha Disto, Pet Tongue Rat Belt, Tet Ogre Ring, double 10 Black Star, not even double 10 Black Star, like Tet Gaudier Gauntlet, 10 Black Star as my Awakening, and a base level Kudum. I am literally at 1,002 AP, which is more than enough at 300 AP. Even if you were somehow to be a lesser AP, and let's say, this is really pushing it though. Like, this is extremely pushing it. But... like, even if I had a Tri-Vaha and reset Tri-Devo neck, belt, and earring all cut, I would be at 1,015 AP at 290 AP. You can do it. Like, the brackets don't matter. What matters is your crystal setup and, like, your actual setup of gear, not, like, the actual raw stat number. Not the sneaky stat number you're seeing. Like, here, I'll do this. 'Cause,
I hear you. I hear you. I mean,
well, yeah, but I don't want you to just, like...
I also don't feel like I want to rush. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I want to like catch up and stuff, I also feel like, for me personally, I like the stages of doing stuff. Like, for example, that's why I don't want to just like, not necessarily at least, I don't want to necessarily just like buy the cups, because I feel like a big part of the game is getting your cups done. The big part of the game is grinding for your MP
No,
pot.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
you know, and it like kind of feels good to like do that yourself. For me personally, again.
You can definitely do that yourself, but just know, like I said, like the time was saying, like, you don't need to be at like 305 to like do that, because even with this setup right here, like you're not over the cap, but you're at a spot where it's okay for you to grind the Highlands and Darkseeker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and honestly, this is me being on my striker. If you were on your scholar, like if I go over here and put it to scholar, you'd actually have way more. So like, the scholar gets a 20 AP passive, so we'll do this. Here, back over here to AP caps. Scholar gets 24 AP for one of her skills. You'd be at that AP with this setup right here. If you use Enterprise, I know it looks troll as shit. And you're like, well, I'm not hitting like a bracket. It doesn't matter because look at your AP.
Mm-hmm.
And again, what the cap here is 1100. If you suddenly got all tech this, and you had, you bought your pen whichever fucking way, and you cap this to fucking cap to level 14, which realistically wouldn't even need a fucking dude. Like, look, you've gone up so much. That's like every little thing you can fucking get. It adds up.
So I'm just over 1,050 according to my in-game stats.
I need to check that too. I don't really look at that ever. I need to start doing that.
You need to look at that because that's what determines whether or not you can notice.
I have so many spots that I'm just already doing that I know I can do, if that makes sense. I just don't check it because I'm not really testing new spots. Like, me and Khan figured out Gyfin for me. Obviously, I've been doing Jade a while, and then besides that, it's Cups, and that's about it. On my whenever I make my Dosa, I'll do all my MP grinding with him, so I don't have to take my actual characters and here waste time on there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like I would recommend for you to like push AP caps at any of these higher end spots. You want to be running a house map. You should. It's just 15 free AP.
I also don't have first buff.
I don't have force buff either, so like that's. I mean, I guess those are both little niche things, but even without like say the house buff, Neo would still be at 1,000 2080 if he had a full tri demo setup with fucking the Lightstone set and all cups, you know. Be totally fine with this type of setup right here. And even if it was like yeah, you'd be more than like you'd be more than fine to just do that. And that's literally really good too. That, like, honestly, I was not at that AP. Like this, I was not at that AP when I was grinding darks. I think.
Yay, we got our last number.
Like when I was grinding Dark Seekers, I could kill a sub 1,000. Really bad.
Yeah, the first time I went to Dark Seekers, I was at 950, but I was not.
That's where I was at.
Anything.
Yep, same. And I went when it fucking first came out.
Dude, how is that hitting me through frontal?
That's another thing, bro. I feel like the only people that RBF are like 733 score up because I get clobbered every time.
That's why we AOS, brother.
Yeah, I need to AOS.
I want to AOS. I'll AOS after this if you want.
Grind first and then AOS.
I'm 12 minutes. I'm 12 minutes since I'm done. You're 5 hours into your grind?
No, this is hour number 2.
Oh, okay, I was
After
gonna
this,
say.
I'm gonna get food and then I want to do like another 3.
He's back in it.
Yup.
We love to see it. We love to see it. Now we just gotta work on Voss and Saint and Thrasher and whoever else. Would love them to get back into it, dude. I also need to catch up to where Voss even left off. Where was he? Like 710 gear score? 720? Like, where was he?
Something like that. I think that was
I won't be able to catch up probably before. Well, maybe. I don't know. If they don't touch Kuno, I don't think he's ever coming back. I'll be honest. Even though he's a Sage main, so I don't know why he's so obsessed with Kuno. He's an Awakening Sage.
PvP. Like,
I
you
don't
can
know.
live
I think you guys are
without
such weenies when it comes to PvP, man. You guys are so like,
uh,
I want PvP. I'm not coming back.
this game.
There's tons of different things to do for PvP. Maybe it's not as fun as it used to be, but there's still tons of options. So I don't know. Don't know, man. Another witch's token. What do I even want these for, bro?
Oh, not a bag race.
And again, hence why I want to make the video, because I want actual solutions. Like, I think Cry came up with a ton of really good solutions. But I feel like, and this is just what I've been learning about BDO people in general, everybody just loves to complain, bro. It doesn't matter what PA does, it's never good enough. There's always something that people complain about. And I get that. That's kind of just the video gaming community, because like COD is like that, Halo is like that, Apex is like that. Every game does that. But I don't know. It's like nobody's happy with anything that people do.
Well, the problem that ends up happening is a lot of the stuff that is actually a good idea ends up falling fucking flat, which is the issue.
BDO has transitioned to more of a PvE grind game than it has like a PvP game. There used to be like infinite options to PvP. You could just go on Arsha and flag and go around killing people.
You can still do
You
that.
had
Arsha's
open
not
world-
gone.
You had open world GBGs. People don't really do that as much.
You can do that.
You can though. People just don't anymore. Which arguably that's up to the guilds, like as a whole, like GMs. I think is kind of the reason all that's not here. Because if you truly wanted to GVG, like an actual GVG, the guilds just need to talk to each other and be like, yo, let's GVG this week, and you just deck each other, and boom, now you have PvP all week. But if they don't do that, then we don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you want to grief your entire guild grinding this week? Sure. 'Cause that's
I don't think it's griefing. It's what it used to be. So how is that griefing?
Because it was more natural. It happened.
It doesn't matter. It still used to happen.
Over
I-
wanting to grind a specific grind zone. Like that nostalgia of like some piece of shit beating the shit out of you in Discord, and your friends come to help you, and then their friends come to back them off. You just can't replace it with organized GBG.
But you can if Koi reached out to whoever's in charge of nerds, he's like, yo, we want to get some GVGs in. Can we deck this week? They're like, yeah, let's deck. You deck each other,
Yeah,
and
but no one cares
then
about that.
Yeah,
that's
but
how it
then
used to be.
basically-
Except it wasn't asked. You just did it.
Yeah, you just did it because usually what happened is somebody wanted your spot, they came up, they fucking slapped your ass, you asked your guild, hey, can you help me, I want this, and like, it's like kind of, it happens naturally. A lot of
Sure.
the portion of why people got
But you can
here-
still do it. Is my point. I know it's not going to happen naturally again, but it can still happen again.
But the thing is, like, what's the point of doing that when you can just fuck on off? And just
There
do
is
the
no
rest of the
point.
server?
That's why people don't do it, because it's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But if that's what you want back, you can absolutely have it back. It's
No, the
not
thing is,
that hard to
like,
do.
So I don't know if it's coming across the right way, but GVGs used to happen because you wanted.
I
to
know how
find
they
a
happen.
spot, but,
Yes.
Like, if you go up to a guild master and you say, "Hey, let's do GVG for the week just because it'll be fun," all you're doing is inviting a guild to go in on purpose your hours at different grind zones, not because they want to grind there anymore, just because there's a GVG. So it's
Okay,
not natural
it's
and
no, but it's no different. I don't know if you're hearing me, bro.
No, it's
What is the difference between that and what it used to be? Because what it used to be is a guild could just be like, oh, freak these guys, GVG. You're still gonna get griefed all week. So what's the difference?
no,
People
but if
wanted
it
to
wasn't
grind the
like
spot.
if it wasn't beef against another guild, it usually was gone instead. Like the GVG was gone instead. And it was solely just so you could get that grind zone. and it was like magical that the homies would come out at short notice and help you. If it's planned, then guess what? You're grinding Gyfin, some dipshit from the other guild just shows up and just kills you because he wants to kill you, not because he wants
Sure,
to grind there.
but that's what you guys want. That's
That's what
natural
our game's
PvP.
supposed to be. No, that's not natural PvP.
It is.
No, that's stimulated PvP. You have to.
But it's not like you're saying we're only gonna GVG at Gyfin this week. You would just both be like, yo, this is the guild that I want to GVG. And then you grind wherever the heck you choose, and if it shows up, then boom, now you have a GVG. Everybody fights, you have fun. I don't know. To me, you guys aren't making sense. There is no difference.
It's a different.
There's
it's a
no
different-
difference from how it used to be to now. It's just
Exactly.
people don't want a PvP. Because if you did want a PvP, the guild masters would declare it. Because they talk already. All of them talk. So it's like they absolutely can just deck whatever amount of guilds they feel like it.
I don't think you. I think you might have that a little misconstrued. Like, yeah, I guess they definitely do talk. But do you think that Koi is gonna magically be in touch with fucking the GM of Cho Nation? No.
No, we wouldn't deck Cho. We're not that dumb. So I'm saying we would deck a guild that we know. Like back the old T1 or T2s, whatever those old Node Wars used to be. All of them, all the GMs used to talk. That's how they used to coordinate who was getting griefed that week, who was getting sniped, and who wasn't. So all of them talk, all of them communicate.
I mean, even like that, it's like Klein says, like you're actively inviting your other people that don't want to fucking PvP to fucking get griefed. It rather than like, it's a thing of
Those that want to show up and help the homies out one night can just show up and help the homies out one night.
That used to happen regardless.
What do you mean?
If I got griefed right now in the old system, and I went into guild chat, or even right now, and I was like, yo, I'm getting griefed, can somebody help? Sure, you two might show up, and maybe one or two other people, but what about the other 15 people who are online? You can't expect everybody to always be on. I don't think that's changed.
Things in guild discords, like they'll be like GDG at 2:30 a.m. or 10, and then like a bunch of homies would turn their computers on at 2 o'clock in the morning and go beat the shit out of people.
Sure, but you can still do that. I don't see why you can't do that
can't-
still.
Oh, actually,
can't-
no.
you
We're
can't-
missing
no.
the most important piece here.
Which is
Old GVGs didn't have to go both ways.
correct.
Yeah,
You just had to wait
the problem.
50 minutes. Now it has to go both ways. So if, like,
Correct. That's the whole reason I'm saying you would get two buddies who are like, yo, we have two different guilds. We already node war. Let's GVG this week because our guys want to fight. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Why
and
do
just
that when you can
net-
go do literally anything else though?
You're proving my point. Nobody actually wants to PvP. You guys complain all the time about wanting to PvP. You guys don't actually want to PvP.
no,
If you did, you would go to Arsha 24/7. So I don't know. I think I'm kind of getting mad because you guys are just like talking about things that you want, but you don't actually want it. You want to go to war for 2 hours long, but you don't actually want to do that.
I never said that. I said that's fine. I perfectly like this fucking new system.
Well, Ken says that he wants to go to war for 2 hours or whatever.
Well, I mean, if he wants,
But then you
that's
don't sign up for
obviously
war,
his
and
opinion.
I don't know.
I like the concept of the current war where it's like no politics, nothing. You don't even know where you're going to drop. I don't like the fact that it's gated.
I mean, it has to be. There has to. The old Node Wars were gated. Yeah, it was longer, but
They should just double the amount of server zones and then I'd be happy.
again, people don't want a PvP. Why do you think they made it capped at an
They
hour?
want to go grind. They want to go grind. They don't want to.
I mean, but you guys do it all day, so I don't know. I think, like I said, I think people talk the big talk about wanting to PvP all day, but nobody actually wants to. They just talk like that because they miss how it used to be.
You're grinding. Like this used to happen at orcs all the time. You're grinding. Some donkey dipshit piece of shit shows up in your rotation and starts grinding over you. You tell him, yo bro, I've been grinding for you. And he ignores you. You flag and kill him. He starts flagging to kill you. You don't want to lose karma and go red because the penalties were bad back then and even worse now. So what do? You put a GVG in, right? And then you tell him, yo, accept the GVG or I'll see you in 15 minutes. 15 minutes go by, your whole group shows up and kills the grief from you. and it turns into like 2 or 3 hours of organic PvP. That's super fun.
Yeah.
That you can't do anymore. If somebody comes grinds over your rotation, tough luck.
Like what's stopping, like what's realistically what's stopping me from dropping guild and like grinding over you right now, Neo? There's nothing stopping it.
And
What's
guess what?
stopping me? What's
You
stopping me
flag
from
him,
going?
killing him, he just karma bombs you, and then
Yeah,
puts his gear
'cause I
back
don't care.
on and ruins your entire like crystal set and artifacts, everything.
Yeah.
Here, well,
The way
here's
it used to be
here's
was-
what I'll say to that, and maybe it's just Arcane, but I can't imagine it's just one guild. The amount of times I asked for help in GVG, and the amount of time that it wasn't just my friends, like it wasn't just the people I was in call with, but it was actually my guild that came to help, I think was once. Of the probably 6 or more times.
I may not have been on it those times.
No,
because anytime
I don't-
Anytime.
I don't know.
anytime
It was during the
does
day,
any-
man.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was a time where I was on, I had a different sleep schedule or what. But 100%, anybody in the guild, if they ask for fucking help right now for a fucking GVG or anything like that, I would 100% go because I always want to fight.
I don't know.
Now I know what you're saying. If you want to fight, go to Arsha, flag up on Arsha, go and fight like you want. Like you're saying, like if you want to fight all the time, I get that, yeah. But what fun is there to be had in going to Arsha and being clobbered on by fucking like literally all of Cho Nation? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not signing myself up to be fucked in my ass, fucking donkey dick style.
But then you guys don't want cap stuff, but that's the only way. Because
I-
even now that we
that's
have cap
fine.
stuff, we have Smurfs with Cho and Corrupt and all them.
Yeah, but I think cap stuff is fine. I think it's fine. I don't think
Well,
there's a
you're the
problem.
exception then, because majority of people I talk to hate, absolutely
Yeah,
hate
and I-
cap
yeah,
stuff.
and I don't.
And I think that
get
makes
I feel
no
like-
sense.
Yeah, I don't get that. I think it's perfectly fine to have cap stuff, and I perfectly think it's fine to still have uncapped things. But the problem is that Cho Nation is usually the fucking main offender when it comes to bullying newer guilds and fucking basically infants. You're not gonna create an environment that's healthy for PvP if you literally have a, like, again, if it's not gonna be fun for a fucking kid in flag football to go against a fucking NFL linebacker and get fucking ran through.
Mhm.
Basically, what we're getting at is PvP has changed so much to accommodate new players.
Yeah,
It's
and it
not
needs
it's
to
not
be that
PvP
way.
friendly to veteran players the way it used to be.
I think that's what too many people are focusing on is, oh man, I remember back in the day when I could just gear slap people because I had better gear than them, not remembering the times that they got gear slapped by the fucking stronger people and
So-
not thinking about that.
So something else that ends up happening, and I know there's also two sides to the same coin with this, with like kind of was saying that yeah, GVGs were organic, they happen like PvP happened naturally because someone wanted to take the spot from you. Your homies would roll up, they would fucking help your ass out, and you know, either by you getting fucking slapped around too much, you're like, I want more gear now because I don't want to get fucking slapped. Or, wow, fucking Ian is so cool because he has so much gear. I could be helping everyone out. I could be like him. It motivates you. What motivation really is, like, realistically, and what motivation is there to get gear for you right now, Neo? It's not to like be like,
Honestly, for me, because so here's, I mean, okay, let me slow down. Let me form a sentence real quick.
You're good.
So the reason I love this game right now, specifically, is because the progression I'm getting gets me to new spots, which get me new items, which get me new tiers of things, which lets me catch up to my friends, which lets me be able to grind with them because again, I really enjoy group content. Now, obviously there's not enough of it, unfortunately.
yeah.
But
Well, that's
the
fine.
fact
That's
that like
fine,
right
fine.
now, you know, I can power level my friends. I can do Olins. I can do Elvia dungeons, like stuff that is like I couldn't
Yeah, stuff you
do
wanna
just a
do with
couple
friends.
weeks ago. You know, it's taken me, 9 months to get to this point. That's what I enjoy doing. So now I can like play with my friends. Now I can go to really cool grind spots. Now I can be, doing fun grind spots and whatnot. Obviously, I meet T1 caps. I would like to go to T2, and I'm pretty sure I make T2 caps right now. In that aspect, but
so-
that's the reason I play is because I get better stuff. I can go to more fun areas. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, so essentially,
Yeah, for me.
essentially, you're just in it for the PVE at this point.
I would say I'm like I would say 80% because I do enjoy
That's what I'm saying,
AOS.
like, the
So I would say like
majority of what
80%. I love
that's what I'm
80%
saying, like, the
PVE and the other
majority
20% is like PvP.
yeah, the majority is PvE focused,
Mhm.
which it's always going to be PvE focused regardless because you need to do the PvE in order to get to the PvP,
Right.
you know. But
Can
again,
I ask a question though?
yeah,
With the PvP system, like how there's other tier nodes or whatever with higher caps or per gear. Am I correct in that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be
What
right back.
do they give better rewards?
yeah,
Is
they
it
do.
like significantly better? Like
Yeah,
do
it's like
players just
yeah.
not feel it's worth it or something?
Well, so like here's the thing. Our tier that we do right now is perfectly fine for just the general public.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody can get into it. When we go to Media Valencia, the caps are a little higher, but the rewards are a bit better. They're not significantly better by any means, but to some people it is pretty. It's a lot better because, so like for those ones we get more AP for just grinding, and we get more drop rate. We get more different. The rewards are probably better too, like the gold bars and stuff. I don't know because I haven't looked at it, but
I think
it's
it is,
it
but I don't know the difference.
yeah, I know it's definitely better all around, right?
Uh-huh.
For rewards. And then you have people that, which the highest one would be the uncapped, which would be the common nodes and the fucking Halcyon. Now with those are entirely uncapped, and it's exactly the same way that probably everybody feels is that why am I gonna willingly go to a fucking 75-man war where it's uncapped, where realistically the only people that are fighting on those nodes are fucking Cho and Digi. You don't want to get run through by the top 0.1% of the game. So no one's gonna go to uncap.
So really the PvPers are ruining PvP.
100%.
Because
That's what I've
because
always said.
if
That's
Cho
what I've
wasn't
always
as
fucking said.
strong, or if they were more split up into multiple guilds,
Well, no, that's also the
then
problem. Is
that would
that
be balanced at that point, you know?
no, because that's also the problem. Because they're split up like that, they're fucking ruining it. Because there's literally nothing in the game right now to stop it. To where there are 200 people a part of the Cho Nation community, and there's 100 people in Cho Nation and 100 people in Cho Me. So what happens if there's like 200 people in the game that are hard cat gear, they can't get nothing, and they just decide to go. Well, I guess there is a way to stop it. Like it might split up the guilds into Calpheon or Nkama. But again, what is the unfortunate event that happens at both Chomies and Cho Nation, because it's the same thing, right? Both get placed on Kama, and then it's just say like, I don't know, say it's fucking like barcode or barcode that is unfortunately placed on that. They're just gonna get ran through. Even though they're a strong guild, there's nothing to stop that realistically. And it's like, yes, I know it's like I've been saying for a long fucking time, PvPers are ruining it. They're ruining it because they're abusing the system that can be abused. And even so now, like I feel like with the PvP shit that's happened now with you can't, if you flag you lose a lot of karma. You can't deck. It's like, yeah, we got that taken away because it got abused, but that's also the system that helped us. Because like Kyan was saying, like if like literally there's nothing for me there's literally nothing stopping me right now from going and dropping guild and to say I want to grind over you, Neo, or going to Kyan's spot and like just grinding over him.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if he kills me, guess who's now the bad person in the situation? Him, because he lost karma. I can sit there and keep doing that, and if he keeps killing me, he goes red. I kill him if he's red, or if I feed him to mobs while he's red. Guess what? Like 5 bill worth of crystals gone because I decided
You
to go
can't feed
deeper and
mobs
invest.
anymore.
You can, yes, you still can.
No, you can't. They patched that.
You still can. It's happened.
It shouldn't be possible. That's a
It
bug
shouldn't.
then.
It shouldn't, but it's still possible.
You can break one way, but
Look,
people
okay, so look.
find two more in its place.
So look, I think
you know?
I think you're not understanding like that. It doesn't happen to people that feed other people the mobs when they're positive karma. When they're negative karma, it doesn't fucking matter. When you're negative, the what's gonna happen is you're going to lose your light stones and your fucking goddamn your crystals. Your gear has a chance.
Oh,
of
I'm
being
sorry. I
ripped.
thought you were talking about if you get hit by a player and then a mob hits you and you die to that mob, that person loses crystals. That's what I was talking about. I didn't realize you were talking about the player that initiated. I thought you were talking about the player who was targeted.
Oh yeah, no.
That makes more sense. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
but
the opposite.
again,
I was like, huh?
but again, the same thing that they took away so that we wouldn't abuse it has now become an issue because it's like again, there's nothing stopping some motherfucker like Ian to grind over you, right?
Sure.
To help you out. Even if you decide to flag up on him and you somehow kill him, right? You still lose a fuck ton of karma. And then what he can do, which is a lot of people have done, and I've done it myself too, is that well, I'm just gonna take off a lot of my gear. I'm just gonna run up because he's still flagged. He's gonna kill me, and he's gonna lose even more karma. He's gonna go red. I'm gonna put my fucking crystals, or my crystals and all my gear back on, and then I'm just gonna go over there and kill you and make you lose your shit. Like the whole thing with the old system was that yeah, it was abusable, but it was also the thing that helped us kept us safe because yeah, if someone like that came up, all you would do is you'd ask, hey, can you deck this fucking guild? And then guess what? People show up, they clobber the fuck out of that retard, and guess what? He does not come back. And if he comes back again, the deck's still up, and they can come back and help you.
Yeah, I just think there was no perfect way to like people were abusing that.
Yeah,
right?
of course they were.
And again,
yeah.
the PvPers were abusing it. And I guess, my big thing, I've said this a few times, but like, my huge issue, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to think, math. My biggest issue was because the whole argument's like, oh, people will come and kill you that are geared or whatever, or that know you that their class super well when you're grinding blood wolves, and will kill you just because they want to. And it's like, yeah, that should motivate you. And it's like, well, technically, and again, I hate to use this word because it's super cringe, but like, they're just simply bullying. They're not actually doing it as a fair fight.
I've said it. No, I've said that too.
Like people that want a PvP like that. Again, maybe the solution is once you get to X amount of gear, you're forced into Arsha servers, right? So like once you hit 700 gear score, then PvP is always on or something like that or whatever. There's no negative. I don't know how, I'm just spitballing, but like something to keep it from the new players or people who are, learning a new class or coming back to the game or something like that are grinding these different spots as actual, true 600 gear score people at Blood Wolves. They're not going to get bullied by a 750 Cho member. They're going to face other. Now, if somebody does want to PvP that, they'd be facing other 600 gear score and it'd be even. That to me is like a fair way. Like, so if you want to actually PvP, again, the whole server thing's an issue, obviously, but like go to Highlands, go to Dark, go to somewhere that's like a true fight and not just bullying some new person. Because that to me isn't PvP. That's just simply bullying, and to me that's a stupid way for people to want the game to be, because that doesn't help anybody. It makes the new people, sure, you want to say the whole, it makes them want to play more, maybe, but like at the same time, it's frustrating. You don't want to play that kind of game if you're just going to get bullied every day. It's not fun.
No, of course
it's
not.
fun for the guy who's bullying you. It's not fun for the person who's actually trying to play the game.
And again, I'll phrase it in a way like this for the game, and it's not like boo hoo, just because you don't like the game, don't fucking play it. Like, don't be a bitch.
Sure.
That's not the way I'm trying to phrase it when I say it like this.
No, I don't.
It's already an incredibly niche game, and it's not for everyone. So therefore, if that doesn't really motivate you, then I'm sorry. Then the game just isn't right for you. Like, I understand. If you want to play it, you don't want that. Okay, fine. There's lots of things you can do. You can literally just swap servers. You can literally just fuck off. There's a lot of different things you could have done to like do that. But at the end of the day, it was a system that was abused. That same system that was abusable was also the same system that was helping us not like get absolutely fucking butt fucked.
Okay.
Like, but they've already made it abundantly clear that this isn't really like going to be a massive PvP game like it was anymore, which yeah, it kind of takes the identity of the game away, yes, but there it's like you said earlier too, there's tons of PvP content that realistically everybody can do now. It's not just limited to this like gear checking type shit, which I
I
think
think
is totally fine.
I
Mhm.
think straight gear check was like a giant issue in a game like this. Like I feel like of course there should be some there, but like I don't know. It's so egregious because of how hard the grind is in order to how important gear is in this game
Mhm.
for that to be fixed. Like you need the cap system.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
there's got to be a
it's
good solution.
literally like you can't realistically like if you're just starting any game, right? It's not healthy to start the game and you start grinding and you're getting your ass kicked in PvP by some random people just trying to grief you,
Mhm.
right? After the entire day, you maybe scrape together fucking 500 mil or some shit from the little bit of grinding you were able to do. And then you ask your friend who got you into this game, so how long till I could play with you? And he tells you like a year or two. Like, no one's gonna want to play a game like that.
Exactly.
I don't
No.
care
That-
who the
yeah.
fuck you are.
100%.
Like, maybe some psychotic person will sit there and be like, I must do this every day of my life nonstop until I can fight people. But, like, the vast majority of the player base is gonna take one look at that and go, no, I'm gonna go play fucking Fortnite. I'm gonna go play fucking COD. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
We're gonna
and
go play WoW or Final Fantasy 14.
yeah, and I guess something, the kind of the whole, again, I was spitballing, but the whole, like, once you hit a, 680 gear score, 700 gear score, whatever that number is, doesn't really matter. That's when the stuff is forced, because, like, for me personally, the first, I don't know, maybe close to 4 months of the game when I played, I didn't want a PvP. None of it looked interesting to me. All I wanted to do was fight monsters, learn my class, get potion, like get to the potion grind, get gear. Like that is like the fun portion of the game. And I think majority of people would agree. Like that, the amount of progress you get early on is like really fun because you like daily are making progress and it's like really rewarding. And you want to be able to naturally get to a point where you want to PvP. Like now, I love going to AOS. I love going to war because I enjoy PvP now, but I didn't used to. So I feel like forcing someone day one of the game, not day one, week one of the game when they first go to Blood Wolves to force them into PvP, I feel like is unfair for everybody involved. Like it's not fair for the guy who's learning because like he'll eventually, everybody gets to a point where they want to PvP unless you're like a true life skiller and that kind of stuff, whatever. But I would say majority of people in the game get to a point where they're like, you know what, I want to try PvP or whatever.
It's because the
Some people take
PvP
longer than that.
content, let's be real, it's kind of dead in this game. Like PvP is the main draw, that's fine. I just like if you're gonna have a game like this be PvP, certain systems in the game that are implemented kind of need to be in place in order to protect new players. They're way
Yeah.
they're just not being creative with the ways to entice the like main player base and the old players into PvP for themselves. That's their problem. They need to come up with ideas and new ways for people to actually PvP, right? While
Mhm.
not involving those fucking lower tier players that are just like, bro, I just want to farm Blood Wolves, right?
Mhm.
And getting them smacked by Cho Nation. Like, I
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know the solution. That's why I like to talk about it because there's got to be something. There has to be a solution. I just don't know what it is. There's got to be a
think
good way.
30 probably off the top of my head, but that's because I've played MMOs for a long, long time, and there's so many different ways you can do it. It's just they have to have the balls to do it, and a lot of companies don't have the balls to do it because they're afraid. But like realistically, try out shit. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Try something else. it's not like it's going to make a big effect on your game. Sure, it might disappoint some players, but realistically, you tell people we're trying to experiment to have some fun shit. Here's some things we're gonna try, right? Vote for your favorite and see
Mhm.
what the player base likes.
Yeah.
So many ways they could do it, realistically. And even if it's just like smaller PvP events that happen randomly throughout the day, no matter what it is, like that entices players to go. Like it doesn't need to be capped, it doesn't need to be this or that. That could be like a gear check kind of thing, but if you get players to an area where it's like, hey, want a PvP? Go here, right? A lot of players are gonna go there because they're like, huh, I ain't doing anything right now. Fuck it, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Again, I treat it like some other games I've played. Just little events like that. Sure, like I treat it like Rust in a way where you might be running along one day trying to loot a building, and you're kind of fresh on the server, and you hear some explosions going off, and you know someone's raiding, right? But you're new, so I don't want to counter raid that. I don't want to fight that. I'm too new. I'm gonna stick to grinding. You know, as you get up in gear, one day you're gonna hear those booms again, and you're gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's fight them. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can fight these people, and so on. And those kind of concepts, although it's like a completely different game, similar concepts work because it's the player mentality there. You know what I mean? Like a player sees the opportunity for PvP and some money their way or some reward their way, and their little goblin gamer brain in the back of their mind is going to tell them, "Ooh, wouldn't you rather be having fun doing this and getting rewards rather than sitting here and grinding for rewards? Ooh, you want to go." A lot of people are going to go. Even if, like, I know I'm going to get
True.
smacked, it's going to be fun. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
grind anymore, even if I get, like,
That's why the
half of what
new
I get. Like, if I was
that's
told,
why the new node war system is like so good, because like even though people are getting smacked, a lot of people do end up getting rewards even just for participating.
Yep. The
And it's
rewards
like,
I feel
that's
like are
why
decent enough for how kind of
they're not.
boring
I don't
war
think they're
is.
decent. I think they're fucking great. You're telling me like I go to war for like or maximum an hour, and I make 600 million fucking gold bars, and even like some from fucking the potential to get even more. Sign me the fuck up. You're telling me 10 minutes, 20-minute war for 600 mil? That's 20 minutes that I fucking PvP to get 600 mil. That's crazy. That is so
yep.
insane.
And the way I'm thinking about what I was talking about earlier is like the way I see it is if I'm farming blood wolves, I'd be making like 400-500K an hour roughly, according to Garmont.
Not
If
K,
I get
mil.
told, yeah, sorry, mil.
Probably
If
probably
I
closer to
get,
like 300 to 400, I would say. Unless
yeah,
you're
if
really
I
fast
get
right now, but
if I get told, hey, go over to fucking Serendia for 30 minutes and go and fight people, you're gonna get your ass kicked, but at the end of it, you make 250 mil. Like, I drop everything and go. That
yeah.
sounds like fun. That's more fun than grinding. Yeah, I'm not making as much, but fuck it,
But
dude, let's go.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's something
it's
different.
fun, and I still get a reward for it. Like my
Yeah.
time spent there is still valuable. And
Mhm.
if I was doing good, maybe I get better rewards from it. And so, like, there's so many different ways.
Yeah.
And like that, I'm being very general with that because there are a million different ideas and gameplay design things that you could do with that. It's just the sheer concept of that works, and that would entice people to go PvP. It doesn't matter what the event is; you could try all sorts of shit. But yeah, it's just that sudden PvP kind of thing
I
is it tickles a gamer part in every gamer's brain.
I think to sum it all up, they are doing good changes, but they also are inadvertently causing issues for themselves.
Mhm.
Because
But
like
that
the new node war system change, it's allowing everyone to take part in something that otherwise no one could fucking take part, or not a whole lot of people could take part in. But again, the issue too is like, well, people want more PvP than just that. So open world is now
it's
basically dead
in a sense, because you can't open world PvP without facing some consequences. Okay, then, so like Neo said, go to Arsha if you want to fight.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna subject myself to like basically getting farmed by a 770 gear score person? I'm not gonna do that. That's not fun when I'm only 700.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
So
I 100%
Yeah.
hear you. I just
But
like I
all I'm
said.
saying
World
is
of
like
Warcraft has had
is
that
like
problem.
there's good things that they're doing, but there's also issues that they're creating for themselves that need to be fixed
Mhm.
because of the thing they've done.
So I can explain a little bit about WoW PvP because it's kind of similar where we had World PvP and everything like that as well. And there are certain things that they did to fix it that works and people like nowadays. But like back in the day, it used to be only queuable shit, so it's kind of like Node Wars and that kind of thing, where you had your rated battlegrounds, which is most equivalent to like Node Wars. It's just different objectives.
Mhm.
And then you had what is your like 3v3 things called?
AOS.
3v3s, 5v5s. Yeah, AOS, we had arenas, basically, same exact thing. The only queuable shit, right? People got bored of that, right? Because they inevitably kind of did what they did in BDO and they killed World PvP. Because a lot of people were griefing and shit like that, and people who
Mhm.
just wanted to PvE were getting fucked. So they ended up doing so many different things to try to fix that, and I learned a couple of things that they did that kind of did work. Right? A was having the PvP mode a toggleable thing, so that you turn it on. If you have it turned on, it puts you in like a PvP realm kind of thing on that server with all other people who have it turned on, and you're just open to fight if you want to.
Mhm.
Uh, you get and the reward for going there would, I think it was like 15% increased XP and rewards and shit like that. So you got a little bit of a boost for doing that. Another thing that worked was having like that airdrop system I talked about before. They
Mhm.
had
Which I
similar
do like
things
that.
there where they had a it was exactly that. It was a crate that dropped out of the sky from whatever faction, and each faction would fight over it, and whatever faction won got the reward. And it'd be quick little things. It would always be happening, so you don't know if like 2 people are gonna be there or 30. It's just luck and timing. Uh, what else? Oh, and another thing that was a lot of fun was what Ashram. Ashram was a zone that gave some higher level rewards.
Mhm.
So it'd be the equivalent of, let's say, orcs, for example, since irrelevant because I farm it. Like orcs would be a PvP zone innately. So like you could farm
Yeah.
there, but it's a PvP zone
That's
to
kind
begin
of
with. You're gonna have to fight other people there regardless, just by entering the zone.
yeah, that's sort of like the gear score thing that I'm talking about. Like once you get to a certain progress level, or yeah, don't even restrict it to that. Restrict it to the zone itself. So that way, if you wanted to, um, like for me, I'm close to 700 gear score. When I go back to keep grinding my MP pots, I can't just go harass people because I have more gear score than them. Because there's no
It'd
PvP
be
there. But spots that
it'd
like
be
you should know
the
PvP by the point
equivalent
you
of
get there
like
should be
lower
really cool.
Gyphins or like the higher tier areas that you
Yeah.
guys go. It could be just direct PvP areas. So okay,
Hmm.
you're farming high tier zones. Well, you have gear, you have a certain like level there where we know you can kind of all fight each other. Now, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think like the PvE zones have a cap anyway. You could just keep that cap in place for PvP even, and it's fine.
Yeah.
You just do that for a lot of the higher end zones, and that would be cool because a lot of people are just there for money, and it keeps the new players able to grind and get up to the point where they could do that. But the higher tier zones come with risk. That would be cool. Sure, you'd have big guilds keeping spots, but they're not going to keep it on every server, realistically, at all times, and other guilds will push them off. I need money.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I can get inside of the houses?
Huh?
No, in the RBF, I can go inside of the houses. I have 5 kills. That is just a big distraction. I do not care. Get the fuck off of this one guy! Jesus! Uh-oh.
All right, sorry, I'm back. I gotta go feed my cat.
Fine. What is hitting me? Um,
The word. One of the things I got to do is push that crescent ring to pen, right?
correct.
I might do it here.
It's gonna cost you a lot, just so you
I
know.
know. I did the math. I should have enough.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, I'll be short. I'll be a little low on money, but it's all right. So I'll grind a little bit before war, and then war money, and I have everything for it already.
What character? I mean, it doesn't matter really what character you're gonna go on, but just whatever character you go on, just make sure that you come over here. If you're I don't know if you're looking or not. Go to any guild military supply manager and make sure that you buy fuel for the flame towers.
Okay.
For
How much should
guild
I
oil
buy?
for flame tower.
How much should I buy?
Probably like 200. Be fine.
100.
Yeah. I'll
I think I buy usually 2 or 250. You don't have to buy it though. Just go into the guild storage and take out 200.
Oh, is it in
There's
the
like
guild storage?
yeah, there's like 3,000 in there or something stupid.
Oh yeah, just pull out like 200.
Yeah, I would say I usually just pull out and then whatever you don't use, just put it back. And I only put in, I think at the start of war, put in like 150 or 200 in each,
like
or just
100.
whatever one you're using. Like
Well,
before,
well, yeah.
just depends on
So
what
just be for
you're.
his.
Yeah, last time the other two hopped in and I was floating between, so I just kept filling them up to 200 all the time.
Something that you are going to need to do at some point, I'll probably get on and do it for you, is you're gonna have to smack stones for a little bit so you can make polished stones.
True.
Or I don't know, like, because in order to repair the fort, you need polished stones, and it repairs 1% of its HP.
Sure.
Other than that, you just take the elixirs that I listed off to you for war. You don't have to pop them since you're gonna be on FT.
Yeah, I could take the
but-
fuel now, right?
Yeah, if you want to, you can totally have it and prepped and ready for
Yeah.
later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may as well have it on me.
You can get
just make
rough stone
sure
too.
that-
Just put it in a pre-order.
And just make
Rough
sure
stone,
that
I think someone already
there's-
put in
yeah,
the pre-order
yeah.
for me. I
But
just gotta collect it.
it's just way easier to just go and get it.
Yeah,
Like,
it is pretty easy.
mine for an hour, and then you literally have it for the rest of your days.
Say maybe not even an hour. You might need less than that.
Yeah, like this is a ballpark number, but yeah. Either way,
I have 1,000 rough stone. How do I polish it?
you're going to, is it grinding?
I believe it's grinding. Yeah,
Yeah, you grind it.
it should turn into polished stone. I
Polished
believe.
stone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that passively.
Yep.
Okay.
Either way, yeah, you could totally just get prepped for later on tonight. Just know you're gonna want villa buff, church buffs, cron meal. It's gonna be exquisite cron meal, and then you're gonna put that node war crystal preset on, and then the node war preset for your artifacts, and you'll be good.
Okay.
I'll be right back though.
I'll bug you more before war.
I don't love the purple. Hmm. Hmm. bad, not bad.
Have you given any thought to the Hillsworn name you'll take?
Okay, now let's get this thing. So close.
Before you even say it, no! Me and Kulon are not alike.
How long is this available? Staying available. Nice, nice. All right. Hmm. I love this class, bro. This class is so sick. Class is so sick.
No one's stronger than a blacksmith, nor as tough or blunt. If you knew us, you'd know we're the real Tigla.
How long do you know you've got to take a Hillsworn name if you're here longer than a season, right?
All right, chat. I'm gonna end stream there. I know I was doing kind of nothing for the last little bit. I was just getting some outfits. The one I thought I was gonna like, I didn't really like. It's fine. I wanted the Oblivion one. So we're chilling. I think the only one I want for Scholar, I want the Night Veil, obviously, but the Margoria, however you say it, I might order that one too. We'll see. It's pretty sick. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I'll be live pretty much every day this week. Tomorrow will kind of depend on what time I'm done in the morning. Same with Tuesday. Tuesday's kind of up in the air, but definitely Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday. So we'll have a decent amount of streams this week. I know today was a little bit boring. It's all good though. Yeah, man, we got back from visiting some family out of town. So like I said, I will be back most days this week, and yeah, I'm excited to stream, excited to make some progress. We're doing a lot of grinding. I'm hoping to run dungeons soon with the guys. But besides all that, man, y'all have a good one. Take care.